big pressure. If that's also pressure is a privilege. Let's see how they react.
Good evening and welcome to Jakarta, Canada taking on Spain here at the FIBA Basketball World Cup. Spain winning the jump ball. Nunez uses the pick by Willie, gets it into Willie. And he flexes his muscles.
If Canada play that passively, they're not winning. They can't play that passively. They can't let Spain run their systems.
SGA gets it up to Brooks. Brooks bullies his way against Nunez, and it's gonna be a basket plus the foul. Not sure what more Juan Nunez could have done there. He was pretty straight up, but you're saying he was moving to the side.
As Brooks changed direction, Nunez went with him and the contact happened while he was on the move. Coach Scariolo and his staff want to know why there was no help. You know, why weren't people squeezing in to help in that matchup?
Well, Dylan Brooks with nice performances for Canada. He has struggled with fouls, though, and he's had to go to the bench a lot in this tournament. Abrines goes baseline. He kicks it back out to the youngin to Claver, the veteran. His first look off the rim, but nice offensive rebound. Got to box out.
I mean, don't forget these teams played each other in preparation. 5-point win for Canada. I know preparation doesn't mean too much.
No.
But they have had a good look at each other. That's the big thing.
Powell gathers, finishes. Nunez now. Extra pass was tipped, and a football. Oh no, sorry, a tripping call is going to go against Kelly Olynyk.
That's a much better defensive series though by Kicks. They really did work hard to close out. Didn't give that easy penetrate kick set three-pointer that they gave a little bit up against Brazil late in the clock the other night.
Nunez. We're going to be saying his name a lot moving forward with this Spanish program. Not sure if it was a pass or a shot. And the referees are actually going to say shot clock violation. Let's take a look. So that was the air ball.
That's not he'd let go of the ball before. There was like 0.1 or so on the clock. If you look at it again, there was still time on the clock when it came out his hand.
I was just about to say, can he not?
Well, they can challenge it.
Challenge it, and he's going to.
Yeah. I would be amazed if that basket doesn't count.
You and me.
If it was that close and they've used their challenge, well, it's got them 2 points, so they have a return on the challenge.
Powell goes out, right? Herringer Gomez, no good. Olynyk almost comes up with it, but Powell is stripped. Claver. This pass is tipped. Hernan Gomez, he's got the mismatch. And Abrines can't hold on to it, so it's going to be an over and back call going against Spain.
Again, that's a much better set, defensive series by Canada. Much more active, a lot of contact, bumps. That's much, much better. If they play like that and take Spain out of their rhythm, that's really going to help the cause. Surprised that Willie Hernan Gomez just didn't go.
Yeah.
I thought that was a back in and go get a shot you wanted.
Got the smaller Brooks on him. Barrett now goes inside to Brooks. Brooks, little fadeaway shot, tough. Shot is no good. Nice defense there by the youngin. Nunez. Abrines finds Hernan Gomez in the corner. No good, comes up with another offensive rebound.
See, they're the shot, two things. They're the shots that Spain have to make. The other thing is they're the fouls that Brooks can't commit, because that's just loose ball. He's lost the rebound. He's just got to control it. He's going to pick up fouls anyway. He can't give cheap ones away like he just did on that foul there. He's too important to Canada to get into foul trouble.
Yeah. And they get it in. Clever. Abrines. Shot clock. As Nunez attacks, he's blocked by Powell though. Barrett now pushing the tempo for Canada. He goes right at Hernan Gomez. Nice left-hand finish
Super
by
finish.
RJ Barrett there.
Yeah, that's an example of those bad shot misses where they got a chance to run out of the block. Abrines has got to come off cuts here, wanting to shoot the ball.
They go inside, back to Nunez. Nunez active early in this game. Shot fake, shot, and it's no good. That's a better box out by Canada. Again, they're pushing the tempo. This is where Canada's dangerous. It's gonna be an offensive foul though, and you said it. That's gonna be his second, but you talked about him picking up his first.
The crazy one's the first one. That's just, is this a foul or not? Yes, it is, because he looked for the defender with the contact. But the first one is the one that costs him. That's the bad one. The other thing is that the referee's missed a mad miss on the Nunez shot. Really did have his hand taken away on the flyby.
Good news for Canada as Brooks goes down, but Dort, a defensive specialist, he's made his career defending some of the best players in the NBA. Olynyk, no good, as he turns it over. Nunez. Ooh, nice fake, drive baseline, and a blocking foul is going to be called. I believe he probably was inside the semicircle. Well,
shown to the
when we approach, but without signals.
the worry for me looking at this, looking at Canada offensively here is the loss to Brazil has almost made them think a little bit too much. Some of those turnover situations that they've generated.
that was a tough call. I thought he was inside the semicircle. He was a good.
And the call was late as well. It's like, if it's not, that's one of those fouls for me that if you don't call it when you see it, then
You let it go.
Let it go. I mean, if anything, it looks a bit offensive than a block. But we don't have a whistle in our mouths, and we're off the court.
Probably for good reason.
Very for a good reason. Such a good reason.
And he makes the second as well.
Intriguing. It's such an intriguing matchup. Just almost want Canada to just be aggressive in whatever set or whatever they're in.
Oh, nice backdoor pass. SGA not able to hold on to it, though. He does save it. They find Barrett for three, no good. And Abrines comes up with a rebound for Spain. Nunez now. Dort. Hernan Gomez steps out, no good. And again, an offensive rebound for Spain as Claver comes up with that one. Hernan Gomez goes right at Powell. Can't finish, but follows his rebound. And Spain out to a three-point lead. SGA has been, you could say, quiet. He hasn't had a lot of touches on the offensive end so far in the first 5 minutes for Canada.
Much happier with that, though, after the made bucket there. They really did attack Spain coming off the made bucket by them. And Spain had to foul, and every team's had to do that to him. To slow him up, they've had to foul. Spain are masters at using fouls properly.
They get it to SGA. Corner, Dort is left open. Nice screen by Powell to get him open, and he makes it count as Canada tied the game. Dort had a couple precautionary games where he didn't play.
Right, and also one of the few Canadians who did play played well.
And that three-point basket is going to count.
Yeah, should
and it's
count.
another foul going against Canada.
Because it was in the action. He was in the action of shooting, regardless of when the whistle went, and it's an off-ball foul. Therefore, I can't believe they're going to. If they write this off, it's an interesting one. Yeah, they're going to give it. They're going to count it.
They talked about it, and I'm sure that's what they talked about. Did you blow your whistle before the three was released? They say yes. So again, another foul for Canada. They had already committed 5 fouls at the 6-minute mark. And these are the kind of foul, you know, you get into foul trouble early, you put a good Spanish team on the free throw line.
So it's a potential 5-point play.
Well, that shot's short. I mean, they haven't shot free throws exceptionally well here, but if you look at their individual stats from seasons past, they're good free throw shooters.
Yeah.
They just hasn't gone in early for them in this tournament.
I mean, Claver is 81% on last season, as an example of that. You know, he's missed one, he's not perfect. That's why has he got a third?
I don't know. Or did they call off that miss?
No, they've got the one.
Here, I think Coach Fernandez is going to listen to the referee. Hopefully we can listen in.
Came into the lane. Okay, we got one more. Good.
He said Kelly Olynyk came into the lane on that first free throw.
He walked the baseline in the lane when he was releasing the ball, yeah. Okay. Okay, no damage done, he missed it.
Yeah. Dort can't hold on to it, though. But he somehow gets it back. Canada got lucky on that possession. Olynyk gets it up to Dort. He's knocked down one. And he's going to stay at one.
Well, there's the difference between some teams here. Olynyk had a good one, Dort had a good one. Olynyk gave his up, and he's actually a better three-point shooter in this tournament than Dort is. It's not the score that worries me, it's how to get the tempo of the game that worries me if you're a Canadian fan.
They started well pushing the ball.
Yeah.
Even on makes, they can get out and run. Barrett takes it at 3 white jerseys and is able to score.
Well, RJ Barrett, that's his second made hoop. Very aggressive move.
Well, Spain not backing down. Good job there by the veteran.
So interesting, this.
SGA sees his first shot go in. And Powell having to defend Hergan Gomez. Oh, nice shot fake. They go inside. No good. As they thought there was a foul, they throw it upstairs to Barrett. Barrett just brings it down. Good decision to not go up if you weren't prepared. And a moving screen is going to be called on Kelly Olynyk. So some foul trouble early for this Canadian team. As we see Olynyk with 2, Brooks with 2, Barrett has 1, Dort has 1.
Carl Alexander getting into the game early is not usual. And Coach Fernandez did this the other night, didn't he? Tried to find combinations and get the whole thing to start to work.
Hernan Gomez almost with the turnover. Claver, fancy layup is no good. Barrett, good job by Barrett. That's the second time he has just taken it in transition and scored himself.
Unless Spain actually stop Canada, they've got to play this game in transition. If they don't, Spain have challenged them to get back.
Diaz. Sergio Yul at the buzzer. I think he's a player who's knocked down the most buzzer beaters I've ever watched. You said it, they know when to foul and slow down teams.
Yep.
Probably one of the smartest teams at doing a foul like that.
And that's a whole new 5 on the floor now for Spain. Both Sergi Yul and Alberto Diaz are not been most productive offensively for Spain in this tournament. It's an interesting time with this sort of backcourt for Spain.
Alexander getting some early minutes here for Canada. Barrett takes the contact, draws the foul. I like that. Be aggressive. Hey, if they're calling it down on the other end, go ahead. Force the referees to make the call on this end.
Yeah, and Garuba just showed in the middle. Well, he's going to take it. He's going to go hard down the middle. RJ Barrett. And wait, if it wasn't for RJ Barrett getting out, this wouldn't be a great first quarter for Spain. He's pretty much carried them a little bit.
With being aggressive and getting to the basket, not settling for outside shots. As Diaz kicks the ball. And Trey Bell-Haynes getting some playing time. He didn't play in the last game for Canada against Brazil either.
But was really good the game before. Had a really great game.
Yeah, he had a great game.
Didn't miss
player of the game.
Absolutely.
Dort drives baseline, finds Barrett. Barrett's three-point shot is good. What a game he is having early for Canada. You said it, without Barrett's numbers.
Canada doing now what they've done to a number of teams. Look where Spain are now having to run their half court from. A long way. Struggle to really get the defense to react if you're that far out.
They get it to Yul. Yul's gonna have to put it up. He does. High floating jump shot, no good. Canada now pushing the tempo, playing a little bit more their style. Barrett trying to do a little bit too much there. Good defense though. And miscommunication on that pass. Numbers now for Spain. They go inside. Diaz comes off. He's open. That shot's off. Defensive rebound. Barrett again pushing the tempo. And a foul is going to go against Rudy Fernandez. And that will send RJ Barrett to the line.
Last three possessions, we said at the backcourt for Spain. Sergi Yul late in the clock has taken 2. Alberto Diaz, a little pull-up off the dribble, not his game, and that's, you got to credit the defense for Canada. Garuba going to the perimeter is also why, you know, he's got the ability, he's got NBA pedigree to really get the job done around the ring. And RJ Barrett, wow. Well, I mean, that's his best quarter of basketball in this World Cup in the most important game for Canada, and he's on from the line, from the three-point line, going to the hoop. Couldn't have done any more.
Yul. Aldama Fernandez, he comes off, he attacks, he finds Diaz. Diaz, nice shot.
Spot up shot, yeah, brilliant, excellent. Well, you've got an NBA 4 and 5 out there for Spain at the moment.
Baseline, Bell-Haynes at the buzzer is no.
So it's the balance between the two. Spain are passing the ball, getting nothing. Canada aren't giving Shea enough opportunity where he has advantage. He's having to work hard for all his.
Olynyk with the 2 fouls back in the game for Canada. Fancy move, no good. Alexander can't come up with a rebound. Fancy and smart HUD up play there by Fernandez. And a foul is going to be called, I believe, against Alexander Walker.
Whew. I mean, it's a foul, but we saw where the referee caught it from.
And rather late, it was kind of the reaction from Spain that almost enticed the referee to make the call.
Yeah, I would agree with you. Sergi Yul is having a hard time at the moment. That won't worry him. He's so experienced. He'll work this one out.
Aldama's three-point shot is good. Nice look there from Spain. As Rudy Fernandez playing in his 37th game at a FIBA World Cup. There's only 4 players ahead of him who have ever achieved that. Dort sidesteps, gives it up to Shea. SGA.
It's the first time his team have given him a look.
Diaz is tipped from behind. SGA now, he's gonna throw it home. And a nice 5-point run by number 2 of Canada. Again, for me, Canada, they are very, very long and physical defensively. They get defensive stops. They're scary on offense. Fernandez, no good. Garuba, offensive rebound. I think it was tipped from behind by Dort, though. Well, how about this? Brooks checking back into the game. He has 2 fouls as well for Canada. No one in foul trouble for Spain. I don't want to call it foul trouble, but 2 fouls. You pick up your 3rd early in the second.
If you're Brooks, it's one of the things that's really giving you problems.
Aldama takes it right at Brooks. Nice finish with the left hand.
And Aldama was one of those players that really didn't contribute enough against Latvia. He's come off the bench and 5 points, back-to-back hoops.
SGA got casual with the ball. Somehow holds on to it. Olenek has a clean look. That's back iron. Dort tips it to Garuba, though. And Aldama's running. He wants it. Yur gets it to him. And that 3-point shot is no good. And a foul on the reach-in by Diaz, though.
I don't like, and I might be wrong, I'm absolutely happy to be wrong on this. I don't like it's only a foul if it affects it, because that was a reaching foul that was committed, and then it didn't become a quarter foul until a little tick on the clock later. DS is going to just foul harder next time to make sure she stops the game.
SGA, spin moves, hang time, hits the backboard, no good. They kick it out. Alexander Walker inside the Olenek. Olenek's blocked by Garuba, though. And ball is going to go back to White.
And you look at the game, where does Canada has an advantage in the backcourt? Undoubtedly has an advantage in the backcourt at the moment. Just that, give Shea the basketball back after he's moved the ball. He's going to give it up a bit more if he knows he's going to get it back.
Yeah.
Up front, this matchup is pretty even.
Yul to Diaz. He gets it back. His corner shot is no good. Olenek looked at the referee, thought he was fouled on that rebound. SGA penetrates, finds Dort cutting. Dort's layup is no good. Canada missing opportunities here.
But the difference from the other night is they're going after it on the glass, though. They really are doing a good job at keeping it alive.
And a couple substitutions here, as Canada were actually playing with really only 1 post player on the floor, as Brooks was on Aldama. And you just see Powell checking back into the game for Canada.
Spain is surviving at the moment. They really are in the backcourt. They're struggling to really get good looks.
Diaz gives it up to Aldama. Goes inside, Garuba. And got it off on time. Oh, nice heads-up play there by Rudy Fernandez to Aldama.
Again, they are really, Canada are forcing them into plays here. Forcing them to make non-Spanish actions, so we say, just went it that way.
Olenek. And another turnover by Canada, so ball back to Spain. Missed opportunities really on the Canadian side of the court offensively.
Hey, Garuba's a tough rotation because he was, he got the block. His physicality really does match Canada's. Aldama's going to have to play really physically now. Another turnover.
SGA making it look easy, finds Olenek wide open. That rolls in and out, and Powell just can't hold on to it. Canada only averaging 11 turnovers a game in this tournament. They already have 5 here today, so credit to Spanish defense. Aldama's made one tonight. That one's no good. Barrett stops, pops, off the mark. I think he could have attacked Hernan Gomez there.
See, I think that first quarter like sums up how great RJ Barrett is at times, and then that shot says the sort of thing, well, you're so much better at those other things. Why don't you do the things that you're so good at? The standstill jump shot in the corner off the penetration, his feet are set. But again, Canada going hard to the glass. Almost the most impressive thing, apart from RJ Barrett's performance, is that Canada are really going hard to the glass here.
Well, Brooks went hard to the glass, but on the shot, as he gets that scooping layup to go in. And Brooks has to be careful as he's guarding the taller Aldama. He's just so physical. Hernan Gomez.
Crazy.
How smart is that?
It's a crazy foul, isn't it?
It's a very silly foul. But Hernan Gomez, knowing that Barrett's about to run into him, and just shoots the ball.
And Canada are really forcing Spain so far away from the three-point line that any advantage or read they might get out of these actions is just negated. It's heads up, but like 2.1 seconds on the clock, just you don't make that foul, you don't get suckered into it.
Official warning from the coach.
Hernan Gomez taking his time at the free throw line.
One of the coaches has an official warning, and and I think it might be Jordi Fernandez, because they've already warned him, so they've now officially warned him about something. Once they've officially warned him, they can't do anything else apart from react to, if he does anything they don't like, they'll have to tee him. I don't really see why he needs to, or they need to either at the moment. I think Spain are up, but I'm liking Canada more at the moment.
Brooks, that's going to be goaltending, so good job staying aggressive, as I believe it touched the backboard. Oh yeah, easy call there by the referees.
Yeah.
Hernan Gomez. Fernandez left open, finds Abrines.
Yeah.
Great patience and ball movement by Spain.
Alex Abrines is everyone recognizes as a shooter. He's an exceptional shooter. At times he just doesn't shoot enough. Great ball movement, great three.
SGA now. And DF.
I know we've said this before, but it's a bit wearing that players just don't agree with any call that goes against them here. SGA had protected the ball, it was away from him, and Diaz reached. It's a foul. Let's just move on. He's doing hard defensively. He's really putting them under pressure. The referee calls it. We're okay.
SGA's three-point shot. Oh, goodness me, how he makes it look easy.
Never rushed, right? Never looks rushed.
Didn't even look like his feet were set. Nunez now. Hernan Gomez goes right at Powell, but a block from behind. Barrett now, this is where he's been at his best. Oh, and an offensive hooking foul is going to go against RJ Barrett.
Wow.
I thought a foul might have been called against Aldama before Barrett hooked. I do think Barrett hooked him.
Yeah, but at the same point.
See, look, right here, that's a foul.
That's a foul.
That's the foul.
Yeah. But the referee allowed that to go on, and there you get the other end of it.
Aldama.
Again, how far Canada are forcing Spain outside that three-point line.
Hernan Gomez right at Powell, and he takes it. It was good defense, no?
Oh no, I'm impressed both ways. Great take. Powell's like didn't bring his arms down.
Yeah.
There was contact, but he's entitled to space as well as.
And there you see the block on the last possession. And they get it into Abrines. He gets a clean look, no good. Dort flies in for the rebound. Dort takes it at Fernandez. Does a good job moving his feet. Brooks, that's a tough fadeaway shot. No good.
It's hard out there.
They are playing. Both teams know what is on the line.
Defense is exceptional. Physicality immense.
Well, you cannot leave an open look to Abrines more than once. Wait, hold on, we have an unsportsmanlike foul off the ball going against Canada, right?
Yeah, it's not a good one either. We don't see it because we don't get on that angle. I'll be interested to see what they actually call here. How many times with some of these national teams do we see a guy that, he's had a quiet tournament and in a game they need him, he steps up. It's Abrines' turn to do that. And again, you can't say, I know you called the heads-up play by Fernandez earlier on. His 5th World Cup, you mentioned the number of games he played. Defensively, he's out there playing hard defensively. He's doing the things that he probably did in 2006 when he made his World Cup debut. That's a big call.
2006.
I know, it's another lifetime away.
Some of these Canadians weren't even playing basketball then. Well, Spain get the ball back after that unsportsmanlike on Brooks. Abrines, why not get it to him? He has a hot hand. Hernangomez, ooh, spin move. And he flexes again, and for good reason. Nice speed on that attack by Spain.
It's a 5-point play again. That's another big play with the unsportsmanlike.
Alexander Walker gets it up to Shea. Guarded by Rudy Fernandez. Nice contest. And a foul this time, I believe, is going to go against Spain. On the rebound, as we saw Olynyk on the ground after that one.
See, and that's the best example of putting into place what coach has said. You just keep playing hard and he'll deal with the other stuff. Olynyk just played hard and then got position, gets fouled. He's going to go to the free throw line.
Well, Powell, maybe good reason there, asking for the offensive against Hernangomez as he hooked him.
I'm not sure what the delay is now. Is that the 4th or the 5th? I think it's the 4th. So it's the next time they go to the line. Again, another example of Spain managing fouls again. 2:37 before they get into the penalty.
Powell to Olynyk. Olynyk, nice defense. Alexander Walker, he penetrates and is going to go to the free throw line.
Is that Hernangomez's?
And that shot is good by Alexander Walker. 2:28. It was that unsportsmanlike, that 5-point play on the other end.
So they've had a 4-point and a 5-point play on either on unsportsmanlike fouls, and then after the shot foul.
Hernan Gomez gives it back up to Nunez. And nice pass into his brother. And right now, Canada cannot defend that little 45 pick and roll action. Almost a handoff.
Yep.
Gilgeous-Alexander makes it look easy.
If they're going to come and help, they have to come a little bit of help. Once he gets his feet in the keyway, well, I don't think he misses.
Not a lot, that's for sure. Claver, Rithuela, he's not afraid to take the shot. Oh, nice backdoor. Nice heads-up read. It's a brotherly connection last couple possessions. SGA goes at Claver, and he was fouled on the pass, but it doesn't matter because he's going to go to the free throw line.
I mean, the difference in half-court basketball is obviously start with Canada a lot on the dribble, a lot of individual going inside before they can make an assist. Spain moving the ball, continually moving the basketball. Sharing the ball, getting a lot deeper in the clock. It's really challenging Canada's team defense on it. If they can get past that initial pressure, they're getting good looks.
First one's good as they cut into the lead a little bit here. And misses the second. Hernan Gomez comes up with it. Spain now with an opportunity as this quarter is coming to an end. Patience by Spain. Nunez, tough shot. And a box out foul is going to go against Alexander Walker. Not sure what else he could have done in that situation.
Well, the only thing he fell and
he
carried.
Lost his, yeah.
And he's going underneath him, but Nunez, I'm impressed the way the youngster's really being aggressive on plays. There's a lot of contact away from the ball. I know now why I've never wanted to be a referee. There's so much, the physicality around the basketball is as strong as we've seen it in any game so far. It's being matched. There's a lot of the guys, a lot of the Spanish guys have had NBA experience. It won't shock them that's the level of the defense. So it's very much, you know, the officials it's a tough ask for the officials on this one, but there are three of them. They should be able to. They're the best we've got in the world, so no problem for them to deal with it.
Well, Spain now.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I don't think they're going to go hard here. This will just be to try and contain and delay.
Dort gets it in. And yeah, you said it, not really hard as they fall back into what looks like a little bit of a zone. Oh no, they're a man. No.
They're going to hold. They're playing the gaps between the ball and the player they're guarding, trying to take away space.
Well, they find Powell somehow. His shot no good. Edge him. He's got to be careful. Doesn't want to pick up an offensive rebounding foul and put Spain on the line. They need to get a stop, and then they'll have another possession offensively. Hernan Gomez gets it back, goes inside. Rithuela, I told you, he's not afraid to shoot when the shot clock is coming down.
Well, his instant offense, you know, his role wherever he's played is to come in and score. Right through he was a kid in Madrid. They're just going to double that.
Alexander Walker at the buzzer. It is no good.
Absolutely. Dort really kept his hands right out of there, and the official rewarded him for holding his space.
Well, Dort getting the start in lieu of Kelly Olynyk. Brooks, no good. And a foul was called on the shot? If it was called on the shot, it was really late. So yeah, it was called on the shot. And Brooks.
And to be fair, Willie Hernan-Gomez acknowledged it and actually said to the referee, yeah, that was a foul.
I just felt like it was called very late, almost when the rebound had happened.
Well, the ball had gone for the rebound and come back into play, and then the ball was bumbling around, then the referee called the foul. Now, I'd rather...
How many times have you said? You say it. You were just about to say it.
Well, it's better late, late and right, you know, and I think that's what my point about that foul in transition in the first half. There was a foul before. You didn't call it at the time. Then there was another foul. You should have gone back to the first one. Weird start, should we say, to the...
Very weird start. Well, Canada cutting into that lead as they make 2 on that trip down. They go inside to Willie, who was great at Brines, left open. That's dangerous. They got lucky. Canada now. Good job, Spain, getting back defensively, but SGA is blocked by Juancho.
That's great defense.
And called for the reach-in.
Hey, let's just pick it up, when it happens and stuff. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander came back with a little bit unhappy going after Nunes, and Nunes just crosses him over and draws contact. So I know we're not getting too carried away with Nunes.
But that's great defense.
Oh, super defense. And that's what Juancho gives Spain, a lot of length as well as that quickness.
Abrines turns the corner, kicks it out to Nunez. Nunez now. Baseline penetration, good defense by Powell. Somehow gets it up, no good. And Hernan-Gomez, so another foul going against Spain already.
That's 3 in 1 minute.
Let's see here. Well, yeah, he did pull on him.
Yeah. I'm not saying, I don't think any of them are wrong either. It's just, and 2 of them are loose ball fouls as well, and that's not really Spain.
Do I think Brooks exaggerated the fall?
Yeah.
Yes.
Of course he did.
We didn't see that on the other end?
Oh, everything, both ways.
Brooks now.
Only good thing for Spain is that they're sharing them out.
Well, Scariolo is not happy.
Well, Sergio Scariolo, we saw practice before the tournament started, and he's talked about how to defend that pick going under and going over. And he was upset with them in practice, and that was a week ago, and he's still upset with the way they're playing it. And no one's beyond being told something on this team, obviously.
Brooks drives, hang time, gets it to Powell. That's a tough make, but it doesn't matter because it goes in.
Spain need to tick it over. They need to get a good look here. They do not want Canada on a roll.
Well, we saw Canada come out big against France in the second half, Latvia as well. Willie gets it up to Nunes. Tough take.
Well, I said, need an easy one, a nice open one.
Barrett, feet set, shot fake, just goes into Hernan-Gomez. I was lucky, in my opinion. I thought Hernan-Gomez got his feet out of the charge circle.
And to be fair to Barrett, though, I think he sort of stopped himself. And there was minimal contact in the end.
Okay.
Aldama comes in for Spain. He was so effective in his period of time on the floor. I don't even think they needed to warn Hernan-Gomez for a flop. In fact, they've warned the wrong one, in fact, because it was Willie that tried to take the charge.
Yeah.
They were just rude. They just warned Juancho. So this is a 3-2 zone from Canada right now.
Nunes. That's going to be a moving screen call. So tides have turned a little bit as far as the referees and how they're calling the game for Spain. That's his second. SGA Well,
No.
I was going to say it's definitely a foul in the NBA. Not sure if it's a foul here in FIBA.
Well,
But the referee says yes.
The Argentinian official said no.
He did run into him, though.
I just didn't see it. I didn't see it. There was a no
Did
call for me.
SGA provoke it?
Yeah, he generated the contact, and I think you're right. And it used to be a foul in FIBA as well. You know, if you left your feet, you were going to be in trouble. But the worst thing for the Spanish bench is that the Argentinian official in front of them actually signaled that signal about that that sort of verticality thing. He signaled that, and then later in the play, second after, the other referee who was further from the play called it. And we emphasize, and referees emphasize, the need to work as a team. And
be on the same page.
Absolutely, and that's what's will frustrate both sets of coaches. But Canada definitely with the momentum.
Nice find inside against the zone is Hernan Gomez, as he now has 20 points in this game.
There's a huge seam in the middle of that 1-2-2 at the back.
Brooks to Dort. Dort's three-point shot. And it's going to be an offensive foul, as they're saying he kicked his leg out on the shot to try and draw the contact. And that is an automatic foul there. Yep. I remember they were talking about that last year.
Well, in fact, it was worse. He'd landed and he kicked it out.
Yeah.
It was. Hernan Gomez is going to go right down the middle of that defense again.
And they finally find the mismatch. He goes baseline. Great help side from Brooks. And the referees are going to talk about it here. One wanted a foul, one wants the out of bounds.
And she holds the ground and says it's a foul. That's two calls by the same official.
And I think a technical foul has also been called. We'll probably get a replay here. Yeah, Sergio Scariolo with a technical foul for Spain.
Come here. I will make the signal and then talk. I will make the signal and then come in with you. Because technical foul for the bench.
Oh, the bench, not the coach.
Somebody called up in the beginning of the third quarter. Why did this change of going after us like this?
No, we're not going after us. We're calling illegal contact.
Well, I think from Sergio Scariolo's perspective, to explain why he's saying that, is that the foul count is, is not really going against them. It's a fourth. Canada have 3 fouls as well.
Well, we didn't unfortunately get a replay on that offensive foul that got Scariolo. Here it is. I think it's a good call. Brooks was there, but it may be a no call.
I think it's a no call, and that's what I think he said, because he had an angle to see how far, and it should just be an end-line ball.
Great help side defense. Let's put it that way.
Oh no, Brooks. It was Brooks. He kept his hands out. It was really good defense from him. But that's 2 huge calls by the American official.
Barrett penetrates, finds Dort. Dort gives it back to Barrett. His feet are set, and that's what happens when you share the ball. You get open looks. Canada trail by 2. They're looking for Hernan Gomez. They find him. The mismatch is there. And a foul is going to go against Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, Spain only had the 4 points in this quarter, and that's the really tough one by Nunes, and they got it to Hernan Gomez against the zone. And they look completely out of rhythm. There's been a lot of fouls both ways. I don't think it's the foul count that's the issue.
Nice hands, as Dort didn't see the ball, but he had his hands up, and that's a turnover. They're running. Good job by Spain getting back on defense. SGA uses the screen, finds Brooks. Brooks penetrates, maybe got away with a little bit of a push-off, And Sergio Scariolo, he wants to talk about it. So Canada coming out aggressively, and it has started.
And so the change is to go with that quicker lineup, and it's definitely working for them.
Well, Dort is the man who's responsible guarding the 4-player, which is Aldama. And not exactly the offense that Scariolo wanted out of the timeout. I know that. They find Aldama, and great defensive possession. And Scariolo is not happy over on the sideline, as he's not yelling at the referees anymore. He's yelling at his players now.
What?
And a technical foul.
No, that's all.
Yes. A technical foul was called against Rudy Fernandez.
Rudy Fernandez was kicking the ball back to RJ Barrett.
As Gilgeous-Alexander.
I don't think Rudy Fernandez kicked the ball away at all.
Oh, I think it's because she was walking over to it. The referee was walking over to it.
But he didn't kick it away from her. He just kicked it back to RJ Barrett.
Yeah. SGA, nice defense, Fernandez, as he is now on a mission after that call. They find Dort in the corner. Great closeout. He goes, shot fakes, great defensive possession. It's going to stay red ball, but last couple plays have made Spain mad, and you've just seen it. Their reaction has happened on the defensive end.
Great defense by Nunes. I do like the way Dort's playing for Canada, though. Both ends of the floor.
They get it into Powell. They find Barrett. Barrett turns the corner. He puts up a tough one. Somehow, Powell, great heads-up play. I don't think it was a pass.
Oh, no, but it sums up the way Canada is so much more keyed into what's going on at both ends of the floor.
With a smaller lineup, they're also switching absolutely everywhere. Fernandez.
Wow.
Silences the crowd.
Oh, how? At 30 in too many years. And
an offensive foul.
Fernandez.
So again, Fernandez, who's doing it? It is the captain. It is the 5-time World Cup participant. Second most World Cup games ever for a player. Sacrificing his body. And that is just heads up play by Dwight Powell.
Yep. Powell's been good. I think Powell's been good the last 2 games. When they've been really struggling, he has found a way to contribute.
Aldama. Brithuela. He is not afraid of the big moments. Fernandez finds him. And that's going to be a blocking foul going against Dort.
And both teams are in the penalty. We're shooting free throws for the last 4 minutes of this third quarter. If you've watched both games we've had today, this World Cup it's truly started. 4 fouls with Dort. That's a big call for him.
I think it was the right call. He was moving his feet and not really squared to the basket.
Spain are in that same place they were in the first half, where they're so far outside the three-point line, trying to initiate anything they're trying to run offensively. And the way they dealt with it in the first half was to get some form of penetration, be it on the pass or the dribble, to exploit the space behind that initial ball pressure. At the moment, they just can't get into those areas.
And that shot is good.
Yeah, it counts. It was a lane violation, but the ball went in.
Olynyk now back into the game as Powell gets a rest for Canada.
Olynyk's really going to have to do what Powell's been doing. Really, really holding that middle, really being effective on the inside for the Canadians.
Hands by who? other than Rudy Fernandez. Well, he's already made one floater, make that 2 floaters, and tells Olynyk, hey, stop flopping.
Ideal sort of game from Israeli where there's not a lot of help to take the space away. Can score, that's for sure.
Yeah. SGA is gonna go one-on-one against DF, kicks it out to Olynyk. Olynyk, shot fake. His shot is good. And decent closeout. Rudy Fernandez ran by him. Rithuela, I thought maybe got away with a travel.
He did.
Okay. DF, back to him. He's gonna put it up. No, he finds Aldama. Aldama's response is good.
Wow, this is definitely the World Cup coming alive here.
Well, that is back-to-back threes by the captain, Kelly Olynyk. We've seen Rudy Fernandez step up as the captain. Oh, goodness me.
Wow.
Aldama. And the crowd is loving it. Doesn't really matter who's scoring. Nice hands, Garuba. They're running. Rithuela has a little bit of an advantage, and he scores. As Coach Fernandez says, we're fine, calm down. SGA kisses it off the glass, can't go in, and he's slow to get up. So Spain now, they got a 5-on-4. And Aldama is waking up. How about this intensity?
Wow.
It's today as he is feeling it on the offensive end. Barrett is tripped up, and it's going to be a jump ball going back to Spain.
I thought he got a little tripped, if I'm being honest. It was definitely a tangling together. The referee did have an opportunity to say that happened, but he let it go. And if you didn't see it, you don't call it. But we're not going to get a replay of that one.
Oh, ball back to Spain as the arrow will change over to Canada. Rithuela gets it to DF. He gets it back. SGA. Challenge with defending him. He does. Garuba, no offensive rebound. Ejim. That's a kickball.
We've watched Sergio Scariolo for many, many, many years. I haven't seen him this animated, this.
Yeah.
You know, almost like trying to, I don't think he's had to inspire great teams in the way that he's having to get this team really moving.
Ejim, no good. Garuba with the big defensive rebound. Spain pushing it, they find Fernandez. And Garuba is gonna be fouled by Ejim, so he's gonna go to the free throw line.
Did Ejim have to foul him, or was it gonna be a tough shot anyway? See, I'm not sure he's gonna make.
He might have. You don't think he would have dunked it?
No, I don't think he had the angle to dunk it. And if they made him change it, don't foul him. We've made this point before. It's very much a lineup of coaches on that Spanish bench. The second and third assistants are also up. I do like what Garuba offers Spain, though.
Yeah, me too.
Uniquely offers them, because no one else on their roster offers what he does.
21 years old. as that one is good. So great patience, comeback, basically by the second lineup of the Spanish team in this third quarter. SGA nowhere to go because of the defense. How about that? Brizuela, oh, Fernandez. And they got to be careful. They get it. Powell, that pass was way too high, so great defensive effort. They're going to throw it up, and he's going to throw it home. Canada, they got to go. And they're not even going to get a shot off. Wow, Spain.
Sergio Scariolo has got in this lineup, and it's been huge impact on the way this game has gone.
Well, there's 10 minutes left here. Winner goes home. Oh, sorry, winner goes to Manila. The loser goes home as Brooks' shot is good from 3.
He simply has to stay for the game, doesn't he? Fouls can't be the reason that he's out the game.
There you see on the court, Diaz, Fernandez, Brizuela, Aldama, and Garuba for Spain. The response, no good. Almost the offensive rebound, but nice rebound down by Dort, who's playing with 4 fouls. Dort thought about it, finds Shea. And Diaz there is going to be called for the foul.
You can see Shea Alexandra getting a little frustrated with the way that Spain are helping on the ball, really putting him under pressure. Then he's got to move it though. Move it, get it back, because if they're going to help that much, there's some wide open options.
He looks tired to me.
He does look tired.
Brooks, he's already made 1. Gets it to SGA. SGA's got the bigger Garuba on him. That 3-point shot is tough, but they didn't let him land, so he's going to go to the free throw line for 3
Yeah, it took his arm
shots.
as well. Took his arm, yeah. I think he took his arm. From where we're sitting, as he released it, he was there, and I'm not sure I think that's how it looked. That'll disappoint the Spanish bench because they make him take a tough one there. They're going to send him to the free throw line. I think if Canada share it, if Barrett gets opportunities like he had in the first, there's no problem for them coming back in this game. But when it's so ball-focused the way it is with Gilgeous Alexander, then you're literally...
Well, Canada have never been losing in this tournament as Shea goes 2 of 3, and I think Fernandez hit him, his own teammate. Maybe I'm wrong. Scariolo wants a foul. I didn't see what happened.
No. I don't see a load of... I think they all know that Fernandez hit him as well, because there's no one getting carried away with the situation at all. The referee's going to talk about...
We have a no call on the play. Why do we have the ball side out?
Brooks is very happy. He doesn't need a foul in a situation like that. And that, for me, that's just him being active on the glass.
So Spain coming up with a rebound, so they'll get the ball back, and a no call and a little full court press here, it looks like, by Canada, as they are trailing 7. Diaz, Brizuela, Aldama. Gonna take Powell off the dribble. That's a tough shot. No good. Garuba, though, with the rebound, and he...
He's fouled, I think. Oh, they called the jump.
Jump ball.
So it stays with Spain. We had a jump ball since it was reverted to Canada the last time.
I actually think that's a pretty good call.
Yeah, I don't think it was a foul.
No.
No.
Fernandez, what a game he has had for this Spanish team. DF is gonna have to put it up, and it's gonna go off his leg as he wanted the foul.
You know, when you have guys like Buswela coming in, and they do really well, and that's in this level that perhaps is their bit, and then you try and ride it for a little bit too long. And I think Spain are in that place now where they're going to have to start getting into getting the starters back in the game.
Barrett, huge first quarter for him, has been quiet somewhat since then. He made a 3 from there earlier in this in the third quarter. That shot's no good though. And that's going to be called a travel. We're nowhere really to go. Picked up his dribble.
And that's the type of thing I'm really saying. It's you ride and getting credit. You don't leave him too long, which could end up with a turnover, as they just did.
Brooks to Barrett. He's looking for Dort. Finds him. Brooks. That three-point shot rattles in. And when he's on the court, good things happen as he has 17 points. Can he stay on the court? Has been the question. He only has 3. I say only. Fernandez inside to Garuba. Garuba wants to get it back to him. He does. And that's picked off by Brooks.
Spain look a little bit like they looked in the fourth quarter against Latvia at the moment. A bit passive.
Barrett, no good. Brooks almost with the rebound, but it's going to go back to Spain. So a couple good looks for RJ Barrett from that corner.
Spain are going to decide when they go back with Nunes and Abrinas, I think, but I wouldn't. It's just a tough decision to win. And Jurgen Gomez, yeah, absolutely.
Diaz.
Because they're looking really passive at the moment.
Brizuela takes the contact. Powell, big defensive board. Gilgeous-Alexander to Barrett. Barrett in, out. Oh, Garuba though. Brooks. Dort. That corner's been cold for Canada.
But Canada are getting looks.
They're getting very good looks, yeah.
They're getting good looks. They're going to make the Spain aren't getting great looks. They're getting challenge shots.
Claver. Brizuela gets it to Aldama. He's got to put it up. He does. And nice rebound though by Spain. So another opportunity, easy 2-point basket for Aldama.
Great first step, wasn't it? Never a debate, ripped it through.
What a game he is having. Another player who I think hasn't played a lot for the Spanish team. But he's someone who's gonna be interesting for them in the future as well. Dort, that's a blocking foul. Both referees said a blocking foul. Moving his feet.
Yep. Lou Dot as well. Great rebound the time before. You said this corner on this right-hand side is stone cold for Canada.
Got to try the other one.
Yeah.
But they've been getting good looks. It could be worrisome if they do start knocking down baskets, as we see Shai Gilgeous-Alexander checking out. He looks tired to me today.
It has to be a clear pass with another player.
Sariolo saying that in that situation he was passing off, but the referee quite clear. It's got to be clearly a pass off. Canada yet to commit a foul, and they've been defensively, they've been really good in this quarter. The worry for them is they haven't really taken advantage of it.
Well, they need to be aggressive if they want to get back into this game, as Dort cannot convert. So Canada, they're still trailing by 6. There's plenty of time. What you don't want to see if you're a Canada fan is one-on-one. Share the ball offensively. Yeah, get stops on the defensive end. Try and push the tempo. Abrines. Hernan Gomez. And that's going to be a reach-in foul.
That's great execution by Spain, and Barrett's going to get called for the reach, which is his 4th foul. And Spain gradually, I think it's a great option to leave Aldama out there for a little longer as well because of how effective he's been.
RJ Barrett picking up his 4th foul. And substitutions now. Nunes. Abrines. They go inside. Hernan Gomez, he's got a mismatch. He's got to go up against Brooks. Nice cut by Claver. It's a no call. They got to go. Kelly Olynyk off the front of the rim.
Well, the three-point line for Canada has not been their friend in this quarter.
Well, two-pointers just as good or getting to the free throw line. Yep. They don't need to rely on threes. Hernan Gomez inside, and he is fouled. So he's going to go to the free throw line where he has been exceptionally good from the free throw line. 6 of 6 in this game.
Tough pass by Nunes. I mean, he really did. He held his space, but you see the help late. He was looking at it for a long time, could have gambled on it. And this is why Rudy Fernandez is Rudy Fernandez and Sergio Scariolo is that. End of the game, he takes out Aldama. He's only 4.5 to go. And he goes back with a veteran because of how he has inspired this team so far today. Got to go with what you know.
Hernan Gomez, no good on the first attempt. Well, if there are people who have been there before, it is definitely Hernan Gomez, Rudy Fernandez, and Victor Claver for Spain compared to Kelly Olynyk, played back in 2010. That's it for Canada, who's on the court right now. Brooks turns the corner, takes the contact, and finishes. That's a tough take.
Oh, that's a seriously great take. And as you said, don't rely on that three-point shot.
No need. Still a lot of time. As Nunes finds Claver, he gets it over. Hernan Gomez is going to be fouled on the shot, though.
Yeah, and I was just about to say that's so much better on the help. Brooks came over and he just hipped him as he went past, and it's compared to some of the other calls that have been made, it's a little bit ticky-tacky, but really did take Hernan Gomez out of the action that he was in for the shot. Spain's ball reversal and change it again was just running their staff to get higher percentage options.
And nice job there as he makes the first of 2. It's been quiet in the second half, but he does have 22 points. That's scary to say.
Picked up a little foul trouble as well. And he picked his fouls up in a bunch very quickly.
Canada in unusual territory, being down at this point in the game. Yeah, they lost to Brazil, but they were more or less neck and neck. Shea, step back, no good. They got the offensive rebound, though. And he finds his cousin, and his cousin says, I got you, don't worry. Alexander Walker with a 3-point bucket. It's all about getting stops now and good looks. You don't need to start shooting threes if you're Canada. I'm going to say this for the next 3 minutes and 22 seconds. That might have gone off Nunes' foot, but he saves it. Claver gets it to Abrines. Abrines, high release, no good. Brooks there. turns it over.
Nunes.
What a heads-up play. Brines, Claver, he takes his time. Oh, that one rolls in and out. And Rudy Fernandez is going to pick up the foul.
That put Spain in the penalty too. No, I agree with you 100%. 2:47 to go in the game, 4-point game, and you're allowed to do that to stop it, which, you know, really no attempt to play the basketball.
Canada with the ball, 2:47.
Coach Fernandez, he's quite rightly making that point. I really don't like the situation.
They get it into Brooks. This is where Canada, they still need to run their offense. They can't just look for one player. They find Barrett coming off a screen, but that ball just goes out of his hands. So back to Spain.
Well, he's going to go. Spain are going to go back to Aldama, and why not? I mean, what a game he's had.
Oh, absolutely, you put Aldama in. I mean, yeah, okay, Victor Claver, the veteran, one of the leaders on this team, but the way that Aldama has been playing. They're trying to find Hernan Gomez. Got Olynyk on him now. Abrines, backdoor, no good. It's going to be a kickball, so a reset to 14.
So they already had the mismatch, Spain, where Olynyk was on Nunes. They went the pick and roll, which means they're now willing to go back and switch back. Maybe at times you don't always have to go. If you've got the mismatch, just park yourself. Trust Nunes to get you the ball.
Powell back into the game for Canada. Rudy Fernandez comes off the screen, curls it. Abrines, they go inside to their MVP. Hernan Gomez, spin move. Oh, soft touch is no good though. Well, we got 2 minutes and a 4-point game. Gilgeous Alexander. Easily gets to basket, and that is a possibility for a 3-point play. And patience pays off for Canada. But you can't get too excited, you're still trailing. And who's that foul going against though? Oh, Rudy Fernandez?
Yep.
So that's gonna be his 4th. We got a game, folks. It's a minute 51 here. The winner will be on a flight to Manila tomorrow. The losers will be heading home. Spain up 1, Nunes. They get it to Hernan Gomez. Aldama's been great for them. Abrines comes off. They find Fernandez penetrating. Oh, Hernan Gomez open underneath. And a foul is called, and that might be RJ Barrett's 5th foul. Nice movement, though,
Well, again,
by Spain.
Fernandez was the one who really turned the corner, attacked it, made the opportunity to go inside off the dribble. There you go. And Nunes sits. He's done really, really an excellent job for Spain. Diaz back in the game.
Well, RJ Barrett has to go to the bench as he has 5 fouls, and you saw the disappointment on his face as he comes out. Big, big start for RJ Barrett. He cooled off when he picked up that 3rd foul and went to the bench for a long time. Spain up 2. Can Willie make it 3? Both coaches with 2 timeouts. I believe Canada still has a challenge.
Yeah,
Challenge?
yeah, they have a challenge.
Yeah. Make that 3. And substitutions here. So you saw Diaz come in for Nunes. I think that's a defensive
that's what it is.
situation, right? Like, I wouldn't be surprised if Nunes comes back in on if they have a dead ball offensive situation.
Same thing with Garuba in for Willie.
Brooks gives it up to SGA. There's a minute 30. SGA shake and bake, finds Brooks. Oh, he ties it! What a shot! What a game by Dylan Brooks as he ties it for Canada. A minute 10 here in Jakarta. Abrines baseline, and he was out of bounds. So ball back to Canada. Goodness me, Canada with an opportunity to take their biggest lead, their first lead since early in the game.
Since early in the game, yeah.
First quarter.
They still don't bring Willie Gomez back.
Well, he does have 4 fouls, right?
But you can't. But they didn't try and bring him back up.
Sorry.
Yeah, they didn't try and bring him back after the made hoop, which they could have done because the clock stops.
Brooks. What a game he has had. Well, Clever back in to defend Brooks. No surprise. SGA takes Clever. He's open at 2. Oh, and Canada with their first lead since the first quarter, and Spain want to call a timeout.
Effective for him in the second half.
Yeah. Brizuela in, Aldama in, Willie Hernangomez along with Juan Nunes and Abrines for Spain. So they got some scorers, that's for sure. Brooks gets a touch on it.
Wow, Brooks has been unbelievable.
He penetrates. He finds Aldama. Gilgeous-Alexander with the touch, though. And Dort comes going to be rewarded with the steal. Canada now, they're up 2. They got a foul. And they do. So Gilgeous-Alexander will walk to the free throw line. He is shooting 91% from the free throw line in this tournament.
You need to stop right now, though, because if
I'm done.
You will give him that.
I'm done.
Huge shot, though. This one is a huge shot, a 2 possession.
Well, he makes it a 3-point advantage for Canada. Can he make it a 2 possession? He can. And another timeout by Spain. Probably going to advance the ball here and go for a quick shot.
And it was a defensive play that broke it up the last time with their length and their quickness. But you can't ever write off Spain.
They get it in. Nunes goes against Dort. And he finishes, so great job there. I don't know what's going on.
No one's called a timeout.
No one's called a timeout.
Coach Fernandez won't want to let Spain organize. They're going to sub. But
no, you need to take the ball out. If Coach Fernandez didn't call the timeout, Canada should have taken it out quickly.
Yeah, but the unfortunate, they wanted us. They can't sub because it's Canada's basketball.
And there was no stoppage of play, right?
No stoppage of play because the table got it wrong. They blew the buzzer, shouldn't have blown the buzzer.
And now there's 2 coaches from Canada are up right now. Well, finally, Coach Jordi Fernandez says this is too hectic.
Don't steal straight away.
And they do foul. So they are up 2. There's 13 seconds. There's still a lot of time left. Spain does not have any timeouts, though.
No. They have no timeouts, and they can't just go in 2s now. It's there's no way that Gilgeous-Alexander is going to miss both from the line. So they've got to take a 3, I believe. As
he makes it a 3-point game for Canada. And the bench can't even watch. I believe that was Walker. Make that a 4-point game. 2 possessions. They got to go full length of the court. They get it in. They get it back to Ruduela. Finds Aldama. Nice look. Great look. And they foul. Well, big 3-point basket. This game is not over. You said never count Spain out.
Another one of those scenarios, you're on the free throw line, you're 1 up. If you make both, Spain have got 4.5 seconds from the end line. Four and a half seconds is enough time to get it down.
And they have some shooters as Aldama is on the floor. Brizuela. Abrines. Fernandez is not going to be afraid to put that up either. It's a 2-point game. Big shots.
Got to get
from
it
the
to
free throw line.
Got to get it to the right guy. Got to go.
To tie it.
Oof.
Oh, it's the front of the rim. Well, Canada.